The collapse of the Silicon Valley Bank has created a shocking wave across the industry. California-based SVB Bank started its operations in 1983. The business is mostly with technology companies. SVB has invested in several Indian firms including Paytm, Carwale, Bluestone, Shaadi and Sarva. The bank was recognized as a source of funding for early stage startups. Hello and welcome to Varindia News Hour. After this shocking news, New York-based Signature Bank was shut down by regulators on Sunday, 2 days after authorities closed Silicon Valley Bank. The shutdown of Signature Bank marks the third largest failure in US banking history after Silicon Valley Bank and Washington Mutual. The SVB Bank lends to tech firms and most of its depositors are from the tech sector, venture capitalists, high net worth individuals and tech firms. SVB calls itself the financial partner of the innovation economy. The bank also featured on Forbe's list as the best US banks from last several years. Even though SVB had total assets of approximately $209 billion and total deposits of approximately $175.4 billion as of 31st December, they have to face bankruptcy. The real problem has started from the pandemic period, which has catalyzed digitization of the economy. SVB was a beneficiary of this boom as well as the bank's business revolved around Silicon Valley and technology companies. The collapse of the bank has raised concerns about runs on regional banks and the ability of small businesses that banked with SVB to pay their employees. Regulators seize the bank and investors are waiting for more clarity on the return of deposits. With this, there are rising competition and stringent regulations make the business unbearable for foreign banks in India. However, it is worth noting that the global banking industry is highly interconnected and events in one part of the world can have ripple effects on other regions and markets. The SVB collapse has directly affects the Indian startups' ability to access any working capital deposited with the bank. Several fintech companies have already set up a line of credit or a fund that can be availed by Indian startups to pay their employees. Asia's tech leaders are scrambling to assess the potential ramifications too. Sources say that over 100 Indian startups have direct exposure to SVB. There is fear of a similar collapse spreading to other banking institutions. And obvious questions arises on will more foreign banks follow the City unit out of India? The recent Citi's sale of its retail business to Axis Bank follows a trend of overseas banks scaling down their operations in India over the years. Deutsche Bank, Barclays Bank, UBS, Merrill Lynch and BNP Paribas are all trimming their businesses in the country. Finally, amid the ongoing volatile market conditions, companies continue to engage in discussions surrounding potential investments. Despite the challenges posed by inflation, companies remain focused on driving innovation and growth in their respective industries. Let's look into today's headlines in Varindia. Fed quell fears among SVB. Signature Bank depositors by announcing emergency measures. After the swift collapse of the Silicon Valley Bank late last week, US regulators stepped in to take control of Signature Bank while also announcing emergency measures to ease fears among depositors. The measures, which include guaranteeing all deposits of SVB, were designed to shore up wavering confidence in the banking system. They were jointly announced by the Treasury Department, the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. HSBC to buy the UK arm of Silicon Valley Bank. Bringing a big relief to UK tech firms, HSBC has sought to buy the UK arm of collapsed US Silicon Valley Bank. Customers and businesses that had been unable to withdraw their money will now be able to access it as normal. The government and the Bank of England led the talks and walked through the scramble together the deal, which involves no taxpayer money. Meta bids farewell to NFTs on Facebook, Instagram. Amid the crypto burst, Meta Platforms, formerly known as Facebook, is pulling the plug on digital collectibles or non-fungible tokens on its platforms less than a year after launching it. Stephen Carwale, Meta's fintech head, tweeted that the company is winding down digital collectibles for now to focus on other ways to support creators, people, and businesses. Meta introduced support for creators to share NFTs on Instagram and Facebook last year. Apple may upgrade AirPods with health tracking features. Apple has been considering integrating health-related features into its AirPods. The iPhone maker could upgrade the AirPods to become a health tool in the next year or two and might even come with the ability to get hearing data of some sort, says a source. In 2020, the tech giant was reportedly planning to add ambient light sensors in future versions of AirPods to monitor data such as blood oxygen level and heart rate. India bags 2 Oscars at the 95th Academy Awards. Prior to these, Indians had won Oscars, but no Indian film had won an Academy Award before in Los Angeles. Nattu Nattu, the breakout hit from the action movie RRR, won the Academy Award for Best Original Song, and The Elephant Whisperers, which won Best Documentary Short Film, gave the country 2 Oscar-winning films in one night. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Varindia News Magazine. You can download the Varindia app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.